I just want to talk about that first half performance.
Yes.
With the quality and experience that was on the pitch for Real Madrid,
Yep.
How can they have been so horrendous?
Never seen such a, well, for a long time I've not seen a team as dishevelled in such a big game. At no point when Barcelona were popping it around them at will, and they were, every time they popped it out to the full-back and back into the centre-back, and then they got a quick ball into midfield, and they got in behind, they got round the corner, and before you know it, they were running at the back four. And by the way, and Stevie was talking about it during the game, and at that point, the Real Madrid full-backs are still trying to go forward, and then the centre-backs are getting exposed. But I couldn't believe the amount of space that we're allowing Barcelona. In saying that, if that's happening, whether you're Real Madrid or any team at any level, surely as experienced players, particularly Casemiro, Kroos and Modric, say, listen, let's just come.
Right.
Let's just take a breather for 5 or 10 minutes here and let's just figure this out. That never happened.
So why didn't it happen? Because, as you say, these are top-level, world-class players who could have seen what was going on around them. Why didn't they take this step back?
Well, there's two reasons. There's usually two reasons, right? One is the players don't take the responsibility, which is diabolical considering the experience they have. And the other one is the coach. The coach hasn't told them what he wants. And clearly, every time Madrid lost the ball, they were in absolute shambles defensively. They had players getting caught out of position everywhere. That tells me that the coach isn't telling them where to be in a situation.
Or are they not listening?
Well, and again, if you've got a bunch of experienced guys who are not taking responsibility, the chances are they're not listening to the coach. And if they're not listening to the coach, then you end up getting beat. And when you get beat 5-1 so easily, there's only one thing that's going to change. And you can't change all the players, but you can change the coach.
Inevitably, the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo left in the summer is being brought up, and I think rightly so, into this discussion, considering, of course, he scored 2 goals for Juventus yesterday. How much of a difference would he have made today, or how much are we beyond that?
I don't think it had made much of a difference, if the truth be told, because a lot of the game was out of possession. A lot of the game, particularly in the first half, was out of possession for Real Madrid, and they struggled out of possession of the ball. Now, Varane goes off at half-time, he goes to a back three, makes some changes, and they have a good spell. I mean, it was a proper spell, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it was. Barca were on the back foot, and they did have opportunities. They scored, they had other opportunities. But then that quickly disappeared. You know, you could say Valverde's had a nice balance about the team without Messi in it. I think Rafinha's played particularly well, Arthur's played particularly well, Alba's been great going forward. But we're looking at a game that was 5-1 without Lionel Messi in the side, with the space that was there to operate. That amount of space, if he was operating, and this is hypothetical, in that space, it could have been, if this wasn't a murder, you know, it could have been even worse. So, I mean, just the shape of the team, the heads went down. It's Lopetegui's worst nightmare. Barcelona didn't have to be brilliant to batter their biggest rivals. But I thought they played some good stuff, but it was open. Boy, it was open.
Let's bring Gab Marcotti into the conversation, shall we? Anyone who saw Friday's show would have seen Gab trying to champion Real Madrid's cause, talking about the fact it was only 4 points, and obviously they'd hit the post, maybe had been unlucky in some of those previous defeats. But in the end, Gab, obviously, Real Madrid didn't do you too many favours.
Well, just to knock this on the head, all I said was that a draw wasn't as far-fetched as you people seem to think, and Sidlow agreed with me. And you know what? If that Modric shot goes in, or indeed the clear-cut chance that Benzema had at 2-2, maybe it becomes a different game. Maybe it doesn't. But it was quite interesting. Sergio Ramos, after the match, you know, came out, and this is Sergio Ramos, remember, who really championed Lopetegui, who was very much the conduit to getting Lopetegui from the Spain team to Real Madrid just before the World Cup started. He came out afterwards and he said, well, you know, sometimes you don't need a great tactician, you need somebody who knows how to handle players. And with Ramos coming out and saying that after the game, I think we got the clearest hint yet that that change is afoot in Madrid.